Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And I've got my air conditioning running in the background because it's so humid and hot. Yeah, so please ignore the noise. And today we are doing what I said yesterday, and that is the KSCRAFT gingerbread house. This is absolutely gorgeous, and when we finish putting it together we'll be able to measure it. So as you can see, I've cut all the pieces apart, which means I'm organised, yes indeed, and I have cut my pieces out, and I've actually built a few of them to make it easy, but I'm going to show you my bits in chunks. Right, let's get going. I'm just scooting some pieces off here that I'd arranged. I have cut two of the largest base in white cardstock. I have cut the next largest base, get my fluff off it, in blue cardstock, and then my top piece is a printed piece from the Cosmo Cricket Jolly Golly. It's either Jolly Golly or Golly Jolly, I always get confused, and that's from Snap Click Supply, so I've printed that one off so you can see how the layers go here. And I'm going to do my favourite open and close card. So I'm just going to move those out of the way, dust off any other bits of fluff, and put those two together because those are my card base. Now for the snowy bits that you get in the set, I've used Dollar Tree foam boards because it's nice and thick, and I've popped some, I hope you can see it, let's get in there. I've popped some glitter on the top. Oh, my camera's playing up, isn't it? And you get a piece that goes on the bottom. You also get your window frosty pieces, and I cut an extra window frosty piece to go on top of my chimney, which is that. And the glitter that I'm using today is my very old pots. You can see it's old. It's Clear Rock Candy, and it's Distress. So that's my ancient pot of glitter, and you can actually see the colour scheme that I'm going with here. This piece is what goes into the centre of the house, and I've done that with pink. This is my base layer onto which you're going to glue your frosting, which is going to go like that, but we are going to put it together so I'll be able to show you. Now my windows I've put together, and Dollar Tree foam boards once again. Oh, that's a better picture, and you can see how I've frosted up the foam board on the top. So those are the two larger windows. It's entirely up to you whether you have your big ones at the top or the bottom. I'm going to put mine at the top, and those are the two smaller windows. So you can see white cardstock, blue cardstock, and then Dollar Tree foam and glitter. And then my roof piece is also in a kind of vanilla linen creamy cardstock. All the plain cardstocks are from Joanne, and it's their basil. And then my cookie door, isn't that fabulous? I just absolutely love that. Now of course if you wanted to, you could go all traditional gingerbread and use all your different craft cardstocks, but I just thought pastel would be fun. I've cut out one of the candies to go in the centre of the roof area, and then you get two canes, and they have been cut. I did the base in white and the top layer in pink. Right, so those are all the bits and bobs, but first of all we need to put this together. So I'm going to decide, I'm not going to make the error that I made with the penguin, and I'm keeping this card for myself. Yes I am. So we just need to take one of these and we're going to score it. So just try and get it lined up as best as you can, she says, putting it upside down already. And I am going to go at this top line here. I feel pretty confident that I can get away with that. So let's butt it up straight and try and get in there. Just go along slowly. Now people have asked about this scoreboard. This scoreboard is in my Amazon link below. I absolutely love it. because it fits on my table. It tucks away really easy with my stamp platforms on the shelf, and when you flip it over, if you wanted to, you've got all your markings there to do a little bit of embossing and also to make envelopes. So I just really love it. And you never get to lose your doodah because it just slides on and it's held in place, so it's always there when you need it. I marked these lines because I wanted the inch and the ½ inch marker for when I'm playing around with stuff. So that's scored, and I need to bring the other one in now. So I'm just going to bend this out, and all of my glue is going to go at the top. So I'm just going along here all the way around the edge, fix it in the middle, and then pop your top on. So I'm just going to stand that up and give it a tap to make sure it's even. Give it a good old squeeze so that it's stuck down. If you think you're a little bit off, just give it a gentle squeeze just to move it along. And then while you've got that down, just lift up the bit that's going to be your easel. That's all you've got to do. Just make sure that bit isn't stuck down. And then we can just put that off to the side and we can let it dry. Right, so now we're going to do our base. So I'm going to stick my pink onto my blue. And I hope everyone's going to have a great day today. I know weather is plummeting everywhere. So I hope you're going to stay warm, those of you that are suffering from that. I know that I have to dash out tonight and cover up a few of my plants because we're going down into the mid-40s, and I have got a few tropicals like Barbados cherry and guava and lime that I need to just throw a sheet on. And one of the things I love to do is go to Goodwill and buy up the old sheets, and I use those to throw over my raised beds. They're very useful. And then we want to get this evenly, so we've got a nice even border all the way around. And then we've got a nice top layer on there. I love this paper. I don't know if you can see it, but there's little snowballs and snowman heads on there, and just really all of the colours that you want. I'm sorry about my background paper, to make a really happy you know, Christmas card or even collection of stuff that you want to do. Right, so now that I've done that, I'm going in with my roof piece, and these are in that vanilla linen cardstock. And you just want to line that up again, nice and easy. This is such a quick card. And while I'm thinking about frosty bits, I'm going to put my little chimney pot on. So I'm just going to get some glue down there all over my fingers, and I'm going to pop that onto there. And I'll just have a look. I'll just pick it up towards myself because I can see that I did not put it on straight. So there we go. So now my chimney pot is all frosty, and now we're going to frosty up the roof line. If you want to put gemstones or anything onto this piece, you could absolutely do that. But I do love my Dollar Tree foam board. And then this needs to line up on here, and I'm just going to pick it up to make sure I've got it on straight. So while you've got the opportunity, just, you know, glide it into position. Isn't that lovely? Look at that. you just get a great bit of dimension. And in there I've got a little red bit which is really annoying me. So if I go in with my tweezers, yeah, you don't want no fluff when you're making pastels. Right, next bit I'm going to do is the base section. So we're going down to the bottom now. I'm going to get some clarity back in my camera. There we go. And this lines up again. I mean, quite literally, if you're cutting out multiples of all of these shapes all at once, it's such a lovely, quick and easy and a big card. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And now I'm going to pop my frosty bit on the bottom. That's going to go down to there. And I'm going to pick that up and share it. There you are. So we've got our lovely frosty icicles at the bottom. I'll straighten that up. I've got it on a bit wobbly. So there we go. Just line that up. You do have, you know, a minute or two in which to fiddle with this glue, I've discovered. And then I'm going to put my middle section on because that allows for kind of like easier alignment of when you're putting your windows up. You can basically see where the centre is with this. So a little bit of glue onto there. Pop our little candy swirly decoration on. I'm going to move that down with my fingers. Make sure I've got that on straight. There we go. Give that a press. So we've got that on there now. Just quite literally like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. Now we're going to pop our candy canes down. And once again, they fit into that area there. So you just cannot go wrong. I'm just going to line that up nice and straight. That's the first one. Then the second. And then I'll take a look at that. Line that up on the edge and give it a squeeze. And then we've got our gorgeous cookie door. So we need to find the centre for that and pop that one on. But you know, gems, candies, sequins, anything that you want, you can pop onto this. Just making sure that I've got that on straight. Just lift it up towards me. Right, I will go with that. And then we've got our lovely little frosty windows. Isn't it nice to be organised? Yes, indeed. And then I kind of want to go halfway to my door. And if you want to get your ruler out to make sure that you know you're doing perfect dimensions betwixt and between, then certainly go ahead and do that. I'm just popping mine down and then I'm going to eyeball it. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. And then to make sure I've got everything right in the middle there, I'm going to go in with my candy first. And I want to butt that up actually. Right up into the centre there. So now we've got our lovely candy. I've got my fingers covered in glue. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Just super pretty, really lovely. Absolutely love this die. And then I've got my 2 larger windows which are going up top, and I think I'm going to go directly there, so I'm kind of like butted up to the edge of the roof, and then I want to straighten it, so I'm just sliding it a little bit, and that will do for me. And then I've got another one I'm just going to pop that down there. If I get it to the edge of the roof, I should be at equal distance then. Just down slightly. I mean, seriously, how easy was that? Do you know what I mean? So that is the top layer to go onto our card base. Let's just have a quick look. We've got all of our frosties, those lovely pastel colours. Got the little snowmen heads. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Really simple. Very quick. Love it. Now let's grab the card base. Now you could, if you wanted to, pop this up on foam so that you've got even more elevation. It's entirely up to you, but I'm going to go down flat. So I'm just going before the stitchy lines. All the way up. Good old squiggle in the middle. And then we are going to line this one up. What a nice even border. All the way around. And I'm going to commit right there. That is where I'm committing to. Right, that should do it. Let's give it the old squish down. Oh, it's wonderful. I might pop something in the middle of that candy. I haven't decided yet. And now we can open out our kickstand on the back. Look at that. Oh, it's lovely. And I'm wondering, should I put something in the middle or not? I don't know. I can hear you yelling at me. I think one of my cream swirlies in the middle of there might look nice. I'm just going to pause while I grab them. Right, so I have grabbed them, and here they are, my lovely swirlies. And you can have a play now and decide which colour you prefer. So I'm going to have a look at the blue first. So I've got a blue one. Oh, that looks quite nice actually. Then I've got my cream. Oh, I think it has to be the cream. But I've also got white and I've also got pink. So let's have a look. Ooh, I'm going to go with the cream. Yeah, nice buttery looking frosting. So I'm going to just stick that right down on my candy. I mean, you don't have to do it on your candy. You could just, you know, dot them wherever you want. You could even put them here on the end. Oh no, now I'm going to go on the ends. Yeah. I'm going to have a bit of cream either end. So just a little bit of glue. I'm going on the top of my candy cane. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to give that a squeeze. Let that make contact. I'm going to be back in a second when my frosting is dry. Right, well, it's almost dry, so let's have a nice finished close-up. There you go. So whatever colour you decide to use is just going to be absolutely gorgeous, I promise you. Really easy, nice big pieces. Just look at that. Oh, I love it. I'm going to put that in my drawer and wait for Christmas now. So let's measure the finished card. And I can tell you, if you international post a card this size in the Scotch bubble envelopes that you get from Dollar Tree, it will cost you $4 and I think 55 cents. So if you're shipping a card of this size international, then it's really good. 6.5 inches, and then its widest point is your candy canes, and that is 5 inches. I just absolutely thoroughly enjoyed making that, and I thank you so much for joining me today. Have an absolutely wonderful day, and as usual, all links below. Bye.